Alright, we're looking at figure 391, and this figure is remotely unique in how we're going to draw it on board. We've got a square that's up on a diamond end, so it's going to look like a diamond when we're starting with it, and then we're going to cut off these little 1-inch flats, and make these what they're called fillets on here in order to get the drawing. So when you look at this drawing, we don't have to do any centering to it, because really we're going to draw a big circle around this piece. We're going to use a 45-degree angle to get these four corners that look like the diamond. So to start this one off, we'll start here in a second. Alright, in order to start this drawing out, it said that there is a square that was a 4 3/8 inch square. So we got to look at what is half of 4 3/8. What's half of 4 is 2. What's half of 3/8, if you double the bottom number, is 3/16. So we're going to set our compass to 2 3/16 to start off with. Now what we do need, since we don't have to center this drawing out, we do need its overall center point. So if I make a mark from the corner of my drawing space to corner of my drawing space, put a small mark in there. I'm not making it dark because I'm going to erase it out. I've got my overall center point right there. I've got my compass set to 2 3/16. I'll go ahead and make my circle. I would even make your circle extremely light because we're going to erase out the circle as well. You're now going to take your 45-degree triangle, and you're going to run this triangle to the very tangent edge of this part right here, and you're going to draw a relatively dark line now in those areas. This area, you're going to flip your triangle around, and you're going to butt it to that tangent edge. And I think you're probably seeing the formation of, that was nice, formation of the diamond. I have the diamond now. I don't need any of the center points now. I don't need that circle that I drew in there, so I'm going to erase it out. It says that inside circle is a 1 7/8 inch diameter, so I can grab my circle template. I've got a 1 7/8, so we can use it. Put my 1 7/8 diameter in there. Now I've got a 1-inch flat that goes across here. If I measure over half of the 1 inch, if I go over a half and measure over a half, half and a half, it equals 1 inch. Take my triangle. I don't have to draw the line all the way up. I'm just going to kind of mark it here, mark it there, and I can bring my triangle, my T-square across, run it across and across here and here. There will be my 1-inch flats. So if I erase out the bottom tip of that triangle, actually it's a diamond or a square. Now I've got these round pieces right here. If I'm looking at the drawing, it says that the arrowhead is a 5/8 radius. This is not a radius template, it is a diameter, so 5/8 plus 5/8 is 10/8. 10/8 is 1 2/8. 1 2/8 is a 1 1/4 inch diameter. So watch how this is called a fillet. I don't want gap lines here and here, and I don't want to bring my circle in too far where I got gaps on each side. I'm trying to butt that circle up each side of it to get that round. That is called a fillet, so I can actually now erase out those parts of it. Now the last thing I've got are my circles that go in each one of these center point parts. And those are 5/8 of an inch circles. Got 5/8. I'm using the center points from my last circles. Why? That's how I can do this so fast. It says that these circles come down here 1/2 of an inch, so I can measure down 1/2. I can measure up 1/2. And if I take my 5/8 of an inch diameter and my 5/8 of an inch diameter here, I erase it out, darken it in a little bit, make it look good. That is figure 391 completed.